What's going on, guys? Bill here with another vape review. Today, I'm doing something I wanted to do for a while. The Kanger, this is the Sub Tank Mini. There's actually three of these. There's the Kanger Sub Tank, Kanger Sub Tank Mini, and the Kanger Sub Tank Nano. Like I said, this is the Mini. This is a 22mm device. As you can see, I'm vaping it on my Ecto Renegade mod. The Kanger Sub Tank is, I believe, a 25 or 26mm device. I'm not sure. And the Sub Tank Nano is 18.5mm. The biggest difference between them all is the style of the airflow between the original and then the Nano and Mini, but also the Nano does not come with an RBA, the rebuildable atomizer section, which we'll take a look at all that in a close-up. So what do I think about it? Well, let me show you. From a tank, from a clear atomizer, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty impressive. The Sub Tank Mini comes with three options when you get it. It has a 1.2 ohm OCC head, a 0.5 ohm OCC head, and then it comes with a rebuildable section. This is the 0.5 ohm that I have in here. I'll show you the RBA section. I won't be doing a build and putting it in here for this video, but I'm really impressed with this. I mean, I did a review a while back for the Aspire Nautilus, and at that time, that clear miser, that impressed everybody. Well, things change so fast. I mean, and there's also, they have, now Aspire has the Atlantis, which is another tank similar to this, to sub-ohm tank, but I mean, a buddy of mine let me borrow this. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. So I could do a review on it, and it's an impressive tank. It really is. I mean, it does not slack on the vapor or the airflow. The airflow is what really impresses me. I mean, it's just leaps and bounds beyond what used to be, and not even a year ago. We're talking when I got the Nautilus, it was new, and that was early last year. So not even a year later, and this is where we've come. Sub-ohm tanks. Definitely want to make sure you're using the right batteries and stuff, so get good batteries. I definitely recommend either Sony VTC 4s or 5s. Purple EFS are good. Orbtronic 30 amps. But yeah, I'm really impressed. The flavor on this and the airflow on this is really good. I'm going to show you everything in the close-up, what the package looks like, what it comes with. Take it apart. We'll talk about it some more. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to go up close, take it all apart, look at it, talk about it, and then come back out and vape on it some more. Alright guys, and here we are, up close with the Kanger Sub Tank Mini. Nice packaging. You have your code on the side so you can verify that it's authentic. It's a nice little cardboard sleeve goes over it. Then another one, same thing, in case you lose that outer sleeve or it doesn't come with it. Kanger Sub Tank Mini. Slides open. I like that. Inside you have all the usual, the instructions and stuff, authentication cards, with some instructions on the first time fill, which I'll go over. And then you have the tank itself. It comes with a coil already installed. Like I said, I got this from a friend. I can't remember which one it came with installed, whether it was the 1.2 or the 0.5. But underneath that, pop that out. this one was really cool. All the stuff that it came with is awesome. So inside you have an extra Pyrex tank, and it's pretty thick glass. Well, if my camera would focus, you can see it's pretty thick. Then you have the extra coil. This one is the 1.2 ohm coil. They recommend running it anywhere between 12 to 25 watts. New design for Kanger. Very, very nice design. But yeah, so anytime when you use these are called OCC heads, which stands for Organic Cotton Coil Heads. Before you vape on this the first time, even if you're just filling your tank up and letting it sit, don't do that. You always want to make sure you saturate the coil. So drip a few drops in here, and you'll see this is normally, whoops, this is normally white. That's the cotton that runs through the coil. You can see the coil down in there. And just wait till you see the cotton get saturated with juice. Normally I'd drip a few drops in there and then put a drop or two on each side, let it soak in. But yeah, that's the extra one. Like I said, I can't remember which one came installed. And then here is the really neat part. This is the rebuildable section. The Kanger Mini RBA. So it came with a screwdriver, some extra screws, extra O-rings. We've used up almost all of it already, but Japanese cotton, which I thought that was really cool. I've actually never gotten to use it until then. And also there's, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Comes with, I think it actually came with 2 coils, and we've already used one. And they are, excuse me, 0.5 ohm coils as well. And those coils are for here. So you have, as far as the rebuildable section, you have this top part that unscrews. And then you have this part. I can never get this thing off when I need to. My hands have juice on them, so you'll have to forgive me. There we go. Alright, and this is your rebuildable section. Now, I've never used the K-Fun, but that's what people are saying it's kind of like. It is very small. But you see you have the 2 screws, and the airflow is directly under the coil. And that's exactly how you would install it. However many wraps you want to do, just make sure the leads go in opposite directions, put them under there. Run your cotton through it, trim it a little short on both sides. Then you would fold them up, screw this top portion back on, and then tuck the wick down to the side because you have your juice channels right there, and that's where the juice feeds in to your cotton to keep it wicked. Now, one thing that happened to me while we were at work, I got sidetracked when I was doing a build for Chris, and I forgot to screw this top cap back on. So we threw it in the tank, filled the tank up. As soon as I hit the button and fired it, there was a flash inside the tank, and it filled with smoke because all the juice hitting in there shorted it out. So make sure, please make sure you put this top cap back on. And it has a little conical design. It's kind of nice. Helps slightly with the flavor. Not a big deal, but like I said, the coils that come with it are 0.5 ohm. So that's that. I think that's really cool. And it's so easy to switch back and forth between, which you'll see. So now on to the tank. Up at the top it says Kanger Tech. It's a nice pirate tank. A lot of people, some people don't like the red O-rings. I personally like them. I think it looks really cool. This is a 22 millimeter device. Drip tip is removable. Put your own drip tip in there. The ones I have all work with it, but I like the way this looks with it. I believe that is a gold plated 510 connection. It's not floating or anything. It's just a fixed pin. And you see on the bottom, Sub Tank Mini. So here is the airflow. This is in the wide open setting. There's 3 settings. You have wide open, then you have the 2 holes, then you have the 1 hole. And this is really, really good for people that are just starting to vape. Would love this. It's great for mouth to lung inhales. And then you have, if I can get it turned, there you go. And it clicks into place, which is really awesome. Then it's fully closed off, in case you need to prime it or anything like that, in case you get a dry hit. And then back to the wide open. So there's technically 4, but one of them is not airflow, it's just closed off. So closed off, smallest, middle, and then wide open. To disassemble it, it's very easy. Just hold the top, unscrew the base. Alright, and it's threaded right there. That's how it screws on. You got an O-ring there for sealing it there. Now, if you want to take the tank off, or if it cracks, it does come with that extra tank, you just kind of hold the top, twist it, and it comes right off. Alright, and this is all stainless steel. You see the shaft section right there. Put it back on, just stick it on. Very simple. So, this is the 0.5 ohm, which they recommend running anywhere between 15 to 30 watts. And this is how easy it is to change between the 2. Unscrew. If you already had this built, the rebuildable section. Done. That's simple. That's what's impressive to me, is how easy it is to switch back and forth between the 2. And the shaft in the top section of the tank just sits down in it like that when it's all screwed on. So it seals it because there's a small O-ring in there. Same thing with this. I don't know if you can see that white O-ring in there. But yeah, I mean, this is an impressive tank. It really is. I really do like it. I really appreciate Chris letting me borrow it so I could do a review for it. I definitely highly recommend it. Just make sure, in fact, I'm getting ready to fill it all back up, which I'll show you how to fill it up. What I do for first time, drip a few drops in there. I'm only going to drip 1 or 2 because it's already saturated. And I'll usually put a little drop there. See, it's already saturated, so it's not soaking in. And then 1 on the other side. Let's take that off. Alright. Then just don't pour any down the shaft section because it'll just come right out your drip tip. Fill it up. And I'm not sure. I want to say this holds like 4.5 mils of e-liquid. I apologize for not knowing. Alright, and then you just screw it on. And voila. Now, if you're filling it for the first time, let it sit a second. You'll see a bubble or 2 come outside. You can see one right there starting to come up. It's just making sure that cotton is fully saturated, because if you burn it, it's done for. Let's see, where's the mod? All right. And this does sit flush with at least my devices. I don't know if there's any others that won't, but all my devices it sits flush with, and I think it looks really good on a mech mod. If you had some with any red on it, man, that would look really good. So we're gonna go back out, vape on a little more, and that's it. So alright, so we're back. And that was the Kanger Sub Tank Mini. I highly recommend this for anybody getting into vaping. I mean, with the adjustable airflow options and you don't have to use the sub-ohm coil with the 1.2 ohm coil, but you do have the sub-ohm option and the rebuildable section, and it's so easy to switch back and forth between the 2. It's fantastic. This is great for beginner vapors. Anybody looking to switch over from cigarettes, because, I mean, you switch it over to that smallest setting. Great mouth to lung inhales. And still really producing the vapor. It's a little bit warmer vapor, and it actually increases the flavor just a little bit. So yeah, definitely recommend this for anybody getting into vaping, and you can run them on mech mods. Now with the 1.2 ohm coil, it's not going to work quite as well on a mechanical mod, but it's a fantastic tank. I'm really impressed, and I highly recommend it. So thanks for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, share it. And stay tuned. I'm going to put up a couple more juice reviews here soon. And I'm going to try and get a hold of my wife's V3 flip clone. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And I'll see you next time.